So it's a continuation of part 23, 5-ounce IC chips above 200 mesh. I'm not going to clean it out, so I'm not going to make a part 24. So what's in here? So this is above 200 mesh. This is below 200 mesh from the IC chips. It's out of 3.5 pounds, a little more. This was screened out at about 150 mesh. And this here was screened out at about 100 mesh. And this is a sediment that come off of that from electrocuting it. And this is the above. This come off of this, and I dried it out. This is the first dry out from all the early videos on the IC chips. There was 300 hours. It's 300 hours of electrocuting in here. This has been going for 2 days. Another 40 hours. So that's the first clean out, for 300 hours. So this stack right here, this is from my previous videos, recent previous videos. So goldbacks. This is the IC chips again. It's above 200. There's another 300 or 200 hours of, that was the most recent clean out, dry out. This was a startup on the big batch of pins and connectors. Or no, this was melted out of the 6-ounce nugget. This is part of that nugget. This is part of the 6-ounce nugget. This is part of the 6-ounce nugget. This is a restart for the big batch of pins and connectors over the winter. The bluish green sediment, 19 grams. It's the same. This is after the restart. Another 22 grams of brown like sediment. That was a second restart, and this is a first restart. It's the sediment that come off, and this is from electrocuting it. This is from the 6-ounce nugget. So this was about 200 hours, or 260 hours. This is 300 hours. So this is the only stuff that I reverse electroplated off the IC chips out of the 3.5 pounds. The other sediment that I've collected and organized is just gravity separated and filtered and screened. But this was off the pins, the metals, and the silicon dies, chips. So I decided to start this one up again. It's been in there for more than 20 hours. These are the wires that were captured at about 100 mesh. Wire screen. So when we're organizing the IC chips, I was using wet and dry screening, different filters and mesh, and so I can keep reverse electroplating these, but they kind of have completely lost their color. They're like a greenish, just like it's steel, maybe. There's supposed to be 24 karat wires in the IC chips. And there is. So I forgot to weigh this before I clean off the sediment. Because this here weighed 5 ounces. I've taken 42 grams, 28 grams, so 2.5 ounces. So there should be about 2.5 ounces left in there. I cleaned everything out and dried most of everything out, except for fingerboards. It's a blue sediment. Could probably just mix these together and make a doré and crush it like the 6-ounce nugget. So the first bag is kind of damp. It's the solid. It's got some black pieces in it, but I screened out the black and purple and red. See red and figurine. It's all right here. So I melted it and converted it back into a solid metal. Had a red purple tint to it. See, there's little black specks in it. silver. So I'm going to put these away and clean that out. So the old Goldback, only 2 grams. When I first weighed it, it was 6.2 grams. And I reweighed it after. It's almost, there's still color on it, quite a bit. Some of the copper electrode, hardly measurable, but 2 grams in a blue sediment, lime blue sediment. The Goldback is transparent, nearly transparent. So they say this is 24 karat gold. The gold is on the outside, and the inside that it's layered on is not gold. It doesn't matter what it is. It's fiberglass or whatever, but another metal, it doesn't matter. It's not 24 karat gold. The only 24 is the gold. Gold when it's alone, with nothing else. That weighs, it's a misconception. It weighs 6.2 grams. So I can keep stripping it off and it'll become completely clear. So normally when they figure out how much gold is in it, they'll just burn it right away, and they'll burn away that plastic. They don't see what it really is. Transparent. I'll deal with this stuff again later. The sediment is soft. It was starting to melt pretty much at a low temperature, extremely low. It's probably magnetic. It's not magnetic. Not at all. There's no pull on it either. So it may be something. There's a little bit of pull. Compared to other pulls. It's a lot of pull. This is the pins. 100 mesh pins. Slightly magnetic, black brown, 100 mesh. That noise is coming from this piece of wood. So I'm out of water. I'm just gonna put some of my used hydrogen peroxide. Enough to clean that out. Cause I reuse it over and over. So there's a lot of activity in there. And the ground wire. kind of hardened together a little bit on the electrode. Wire's worn down pretty good, halfway. That would be less than 1/4 of a gram. Nothing really there. It'll be in the sediment or at the bottom as a copper deposit. No electrode wear on the ground. So I'm going to rinse this off a few times because it's just going to keep bleeding off. Gonna try not to pour the sediment, the solids in there. I just want the sediment. So that's pretty clean. Not much more sediment coming off of there. So I'm looking for red sediment in the bottom, and that's deposits, and I put it back in there if I see any. There's a little bit in there, not even really worth messing with. See a red? So that's just about 20 hours. It should just be a small amount in the bottom. Usually on average, it's about 3 grams of sediment. Good color. It's harder to weigh this, get an idea of what it weighs. There's a little tiny hole right in the bottom of the tray. Water will leak out. It's just, I don't know why they put it there, but oops. Try to get most of the water out. So 60 grams. About 60 grams of the between 150 and 200 mesh. Just say 60 grams because I already deplayed them. Then the other sediment. Because I already ran these for a little bit. Probably I could run them a lot longer. But that's what I'm going to do than what I did. I didn't run them very long. There's a lot more color on there. I'm going to have to look back through my videos to see if this came off of here. I'm just going to have to go through it, see how much more of the sediment. could have been this sediment. Maybe I got them mixed up or something, or I had to go through the videos because I only had 4 bags of that I reverse electroplated off the 5-ounce, and that's above 200 mesh, and that's 150 and above, and the other pins are 100 to 150. I'm pretty sure that this came off of the 100 mesh. It might have come off of here. I'm gonna have to go back through my videos but I know this come off the above 200 and this, no doubt. So I started about 60 grams around there. On yesterday, 16th or the 2.2 ounce. Two-ounce. Put them back in here and start electrocuting them again. Bleeding again. Bleeding yellow. I gotta clean them off again. A little bit. So that'll weigh about 1 gram. If it decays. A lot of activity. Just let that go for 60 hours or so until the next clean out. So there's a little bit on the bottom for 20 hours. When this clears up, it'll clear up completely. That's a stock pot for this. Good colors. take a break.